Hey, Branwen.
Yeah.
What's your favourite line from The Empire Strikes Back?
Do or do not. There is no try.
Oh, very good.
I was going to do a Yoda voice, but I bailed.
You decided not to. You bailed last second. Fair enough.
Seah, what's your favourite line from The Empire Strikes Back?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm standing here in pieces and you're having delusions of grandeur.
I would never have thought of that line, but it's so genius. I can see him now hobbling on one leg as well.
Cracks me up.
Oh, I love 3PO. More about him later. You're listening to Sisters of the Force. I am Branwen.
And I'm Seah.
And today we are here to delve into The Empire Strikes Back, episode 5 of the Skywalker Saga. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
You may have noticed we started the show a little bit different today. We're trying out something new. We're a new podcast. We're figuring it out. Give us a shout if you love or loathe our little intro.
And we may or may not listen to you. I think we enjoy it, and that's what matters.
That is what it's all about. And that is what this podcast is all about. We just talk about the film, talk about different aspects of the film, the things we loved about it, and yeah, laugh a lot probably. So have you got any like specific memories attached to Empire? Can you remember seeing it for the first time, or like can you remember your childhood memories?
No. Well, first time's difficult. I think I said this last time that I was just so young that I have no idea. They all blend. The first three completely blend. But I think I also said last time that I have really strong memories of being with a childminder and playing Star Wars games. And as I was watching The Empire Strikes Back today, because that's how I roll, at 7 o'clock this morning.
Any time is good time for Star Wars.
It was 7 o'clock this morning with my coffee and my breakfast. So, as I was watching it, I remembered that it triggered a memory of the specific bit that I would remember playing with my childminder is circling round the Atwalkers and like role playing that
with the tow cable.
With the tow cables, yeah. So
that's cool. That's a good memory.
And that is like I must have been 3 or 4.
Yeah,
I was very small. Oh, I do have another memory attached to it, and this is a bit later on. Moved to Wales, and it's being must have been about 6 or 7, and I remember being in my mum's bedroom and she was trying to brush my hair and The Empire Strikes Back was on in the background, and I ran away because I couldn't deal with the kiss scene. I couldn't do it.
Oh gosh.
I just couldn't handle it and was like, no.
Which kiss scene?
The first one.
The Luke and Leia one.
No. The Han and Leia one in the whole "my hands are dirty" thing.
Yeah.
I just something about it. 7-year-old me just cringed, and I couldn't look at the screen. And Mum picked up on it, and she said, "Are you embarrassed about the kiss?" I was like, "No." She went, "Yeah, you are."
It's a pretty smoochy scene, for like a very young mind.
It was definitely a no as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, talking of kisses, I noticed, and I'm trying to remember where it was now, but there's a second Luke and Leia kiss, because everyone talks about the one in the recovery room after he's come out of the Bacta and he's looking all fresh as a daisy with some wounds. Yeah. And there's the big Leia one. I think it's towards the end, and it may be I think it might be right at the end in that last little sequence when Lando is going to go off with Chewie to go and find Han. And Luke and Leia are still on the cruiser, the medical frigate.
I think she kisses his cheek at that point.
Maybe it was just a kiss.
It's a cheek kiss, because then they stand and there's the kind of awkward family photo moment.
Yeah, and the camera pulls out.
It pulls out and you go, "Oh, they're really short." And then they look so tiny.
I was making notes as I was watching it the other day, and I think I looked up and I was like, "Oh," and I thought I saw another lip kiss, but maybe I'm wrong.
I watched it this morning and I still couldn't tell you whether it was a lip kiss or not.
Oh no, I'll tell you when it is. It's when Luke is recovering on the Falcon. They've literally just dragged him in off the weather vane, and Leia puts him to bed. like, and she kisses him in like the cot thing he's lying on.
Okay.
And he's looking really woeful. And then she rushes back to the cockpit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But this is all the days of not incest, potentially love triangle, isn't it?
This is the thing. Yeah. As discussed in the last episode, we're pretty sure Lucas didn't have this in his mind.
No.
That they were going to be a brother and sister.
But also there's the whole, like, at that point, Yoda seeds the whole, but there is another thing.
Yeah.
So...
Which I love that, but that clearly wasn't going to be about Leia. That was Lucas keeping his options open, I feel.
Okay.
I think by that point they knew they were getting a third movie. So they were just going to sow a little story seed and see where it took them, I think. Fair. I'm sure if we researched properly before doing this podcast, we would have found out what Lucas had in mind. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I remember reading that there was a bit of a plan, but then it changed.
It turned into something else.
Leia, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which I think is true of like a lot of the Star Wars Skywalker Saga, like from the very early versions of A New Hope, and the different iterations things took and how it got spread across 3 films. And then, like depending on the success of the first film, there was all that sort of stuff involved in his planning.
Yeah.
So going back before we move on to anything else, going back to your memory of the AT-ATs. And by the way, AT-ATs or AT-AT?
Oh, I've always said AT-AT.
Me too.
Okay.
But I know the world of Star Wars is divided among the fans.
Into AT-AT and AT-AT.
Yeah.
Well, the AT-AT people are wrong. No, I'm joking. That's
they definitely
They've always been AT-AT.
But the trouble is, it falls apart when we start talking about the other ones, like the ATST.
Yeah.
It's like you can't say ATST.
You could.
I just did. But like it doesn't roll off the tongue.
No.
So,
I know what you mean.
But AT-AT. Come on, they're AT-ATs.
It's always been AT-AT though.
Yeah. AT-AT.
And again, do they actually say that?
No, nobody ever says any of these things.
There's so many things that I just know what they are, but no one ever seems to say it. Yep. It's like, wait, how? How do I know that?
Yeah. I mean, there's loads of behind the scenes stuff. I remember as a kid, we can talk about it a bit next week. I had Return the Jedi like making of book, which I've still got. It's a beautiful book. And so in there'd be lots of information. And then when West End Games developed the role-playing game, which again I mentioned last week, and I definitely wanted to bring that up again this week, because they started naming everything. I remembered it this time round because I remember the snowtroopers setting up that medium repeating blaster in the Hoth base. Yeah. Or was it a heavy repeating blaster? I can't remember, but the make and model is listed in the role-playing game, which, because as you know from playing role-playing games, like everything is very detailed. Yeah. And so the people who developed the game ended up coming up with lots of names of like manufacturers of weapons and ships and droids and everything else. Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of that stuff is still rippling into the Star Wars cinematic universe, if you like things that pop up in the Mandoverse.
Yeah.
I've recognized things from the role-playing game.
Okay.
And I know for a fact that Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau must have played that role-playing game, or at least read the source books and the rule books. Because there are such specific things. I can't think of any off the top of my head, which is terrible, but I'll look some up if we get as far as the Mandoverse.
We'll get that far.
Yeah, maybe. And I think it's interesting. Like, I don't hear a lot of other like podcasters / YouTubers doing breakdowns and stuff. They don't seem to point to the role-playing game very much.
Okay.
But it is a massive, massive influence on the Star Wars universe.
And a source of information.
Yeah, which you might as well use it. I'm sure that's what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are thinking, is like, well, why invent something new? We've got this amazing pool of
someone's already
stuff.
Done it.
Yeah. There's already been a generation of Star Wars role-playing game players know that stuff. It's like in my DNA. To know about Gatrock-like freighters, or all these other like specific creatures, design names, things that never came up in the films or even the books.
Yeah, but then this is why I'm so confused, because obviously you were playing the games, you were immersed in it, but how do I know? Because I wasn't. I was 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
why is it there?
I guess just from people talking about Star Wars to each other and like inadvertently sharing their knowledge.
Yeah, it must have been.
And the models, the toys was another place.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Definitely. Like characters would get names because they had a figure, like the name would not be in the film at all, or
Yeah.
But then you buy the Star Wars figure and there we go.
Suddenly they have a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the novels as well, obviously, the novels that came out. But this is going into another topic. We're getting a bit away from Empire Strikes Back here. We'll probably end up doing some like general Star Wars chat episodes where we can talk about like...
Where I can tell you which books of yours I've still got.
Oh, really?
And I've had for about 12 years.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a topic for another day, definitely. This is where they've all gone.
I mean, I've got 2 of them. They're on my shelf over there.
Okay. I'll let you off. Yeah, going back to the AT-AT and tow cable, my mum pointed out, because she and Dad watched Empire Strikes Back with me, and they both really enjoyed it. Mum commented how much more she enjoyed it this time than ever before.
Interesting.
I think because she's been soaking up the Mandoverse, and we've rewatched Rebels again, and like it all means so much more to her now. But anyway, she pointed out that in Return of the King, is it Aragorn?
Yeah,
somebody does.
They do the same thing with the Oliphants, don't they?
Yeah, and he runs around on his horse.
Yeah,
in between the legs. I can't remember who it is.
Yeah,
it's either
Legolas,
the Rohirrim or because Legolas does the running up and jumping on the head.
He runs on top of it. Oh,
but somebody else.
That's another podcast series. You didn't ask me to watch those ones.
But there's definitely an Oliphant collapsing.
There is
tripped over, and it's almost shot for shot.
Shot for shot, same thing.
I'm sure it's Peter Jackson going, "Yeah, we love Empire."
Yeah, we'll use that.
Most definitely. I've vaguely got memories of seeing it in the cinema. I remember my stomach dropping out at the reveal of Darth Vader and telling myself it's not true, almost at the same time as Luke was saying those exact lines.
It's not true,
it's impossible.
That's very cute.
And coming out of the cinema being like no, but then also actually knowing it is true, because they pretty much tell you, because Luke says to himself, "Ben, why didn't you tell me?"
Yeah.
And it's like, he knows it's true. So you kind of knew it was.
There's another kind of classic line in the end there where he's like, Darth Vader says to Luke, "Search your feelings, you know it to be true." And
he does. Damn it.
I love the search your feelings. Maybe it was a whole like trying to make men less stoic. Search your feelings.
Yeah. I mean, the Force is about letting go of all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not the way of the warrior. Like war.
No.
What is it? War not makes one great is Yoda's line, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. It's like feminist mantra. So
Jedi
are... It's interesting that we didn't really see any female Jedi until...
No.
I suppose we didn't see any Jedi.
We didn't see women until...
Yeah, true.
From Leia. There's no...
I was looking at the Imperials, like on the bridge of the Star Destroyer, and it's just all man.
Yeah.
So, well done, Disney, for starters. I mean, to be fair, Lucas managed to like bring a few in for the prequels, and he and Filoni... I don't know which one actually came up with Ahsoka, but Ahsoka has become one of the key characters in the entire Star Wars universe. So that was either Filoni or Lucas or them combined.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anything stand out to you? What did you feel about the film watching it this time? Did you still love it? You know, how did it make you feel?
I did love it. I loved it. There was a lot of... I laughed quite a lot this morning, actually. There was a lot of laughter.
Many of my notes say... Banter. Han and Chewie banter. Han and Leia banter. More droid banter. It's just all like comedy dialogue. In fact, one of my notes is just the banter in capitals with 2 exclamation marks.
Yeah. Incredible.
I think that's the laugh it up, fuzzball. And I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
Yeah.
So much banter.
So much banter. And Yoda as well, actually.
Yoda is legit the most annoying character.
He's so annoying. And so, like, he's just... Because, like, thinking about the prequels recently as well, I've just been like, this is a personality shift and a half.
Yeah.
So I wrote down in my notes, like, both Obi-Wan and Yoda went wild living as hermits. Like, what have they turned into? It just... I don't know, out there doing bizarre hippie things, and they've both lost their minds.
Kenobi's showed up in like his facial hair and his skin and how he aged dramatically. Yoda looks the same. In fact, he might even look a bit younger as he gets older.
He does look a bit younger.
And he certainly behaves a bit younger. He's like a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole
he is like a kid.
Like fake, I'm not a Jedi, I'm not the person you're evil thing. And just playing games with R2 and like being really annoying.
I know it's the Frank Oz thing, but as soon as he started speaking, I was like, oh, it's Miss Piggy adjacent. This is very like...
I wrote down Fozzie Bear. So,
I know I know exactly. We're Miss Piggy now. Great.
It is the Muppets. Have you watched the Muppet Show episode with Mark Hamill?
No.
It's about 1979. If you go on Disney Plus, like all the Muppet shows from the 70s are there.
Are on there. Excellent.
And aside from anything else, they're worth a watch. There's 4 seasons of it. Yeah. It's so good. Like it is held up really well. Like the comedy is still really funny. It's some brilliant one-liners.
Yeah.
The character development of the Muppets, like Miss Piggy as a character, like her neuroses
She's my hero.
about everything.
Yeah.
Like her lack of self-esteem making her be super big personality, and how she'll do anything to get Kermit. She'll literally, but then pretend not to be interested.
Yeah.
Such a great character. Anyway, there's an episode with, I think, Mark Hamill and Anthony Daniels, I think, is there possibly.
Excellent.
But definitely Mark Hamill is playing Luke Skywalker the whole episode.
Nice.
So good.
Wicked. I loved him. I like Puppet Yoda.
Yeah,
I think there's something really, really sweet about him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, his shift from like comedy, annoying, like banter character to the scene where he lifts the X-Wing out, which is like goosebumps, and the score in that bit when the thing comes out and the strings are like and we get Yoda's theme for the first time properly, and it's just like and then he delivers those epic lines afterwards, and like when he's actually teaching Luke, the stuff that he comes out with is just beautiful. Like I wrote down a lot of those lines, actually. Yeah. I also wrote that Luke's a brat. Yeah, he is. He's very
just
obnoxious
the whole time.
I mean, we do see, to be fair, we're very soon after Star Wars, A New Hope. I don't think, maybe 2 years.
Okay.
And he's had no more training.
Yeah.
He just got a very little amount of training from Ben.
Yeah.
And before that, he was a bratty farm boy,
He was a bratty farm boy, yeah. There was something particularly bratty about him in this one. I was like, oh, God. Yeah. Maybe if I was Yoda, I would also act like that towards him just because he's such a brat.
I think so. I mean, I was very annoyed by Luke bailing. Like, I think he had Yoda and Obi-Wan literally telling him go. You must not go.
Don't go.
Not like, we're not sure if you should go, Luke. You must not go.
You must not go.
Yeah.
That was very teenagery. I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah. I mean, as a middle episode, I think it's cool that did happen, because it meant when we see him in Return of the Jedi, as we will next week, he is so different and it's so cool. And I remember, like, we'll talk about that again next week, like seeing him appear in this new persona. But yeah, the dialogue throughout this whole film, I wrote down Lee Brackett and Lawrence Kasdan. I remember Lawrence Kasdan because I think he helped JJ with Force Awakens and possibly Rise of Skywalker as well. So he's a long-time Star Wars writer.
Yeah.
It's story by George Lucas. So Lucas has got like the whole big picture in his mind, and he's telling the story of like what happens and where do they go and all of that. But Lee Brackett and Lawrence Kasdan, I can't remember Lee Brackett. I have no idea who that is.
Okay.
But they wrote the screenplay, so they're responsible for the brilliant
that kind of dialogue.
Yeah. Which, compared to episode 4, watching A New Hope last week and then watching this is like we're in a whole other league.
Yeah.
Dialogue wise, just jumping from banter to really profound moments.
Yeah. Constantly.
Yeah.
And then switching back again. It was like the code switching was just wild, all over the place.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, we need to talk about the Han and Leia like carbon freezing moment. I mean, their dialogue and like, I love you, I know. But so
classic.
Just so classic, which allegedly is Harrison Ford.
Allegedly.
I don't know for definite.
we don't know the legitimacy of that. We might have to fact check that.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard that many times. I'm pretty sure it's probably as true as it gets.
Yeah, but I actually told someone that lemons weren't real earlier because I believed a lie on the internet. So.
There's no such thing as Lord.
That's not true, by the way. Just
and I think we have to give credit to Irving the directing as well.
Yeah.
Irving Kershner smashed it. That scene, I mean, the score is incredible as always. John Williams doesn't need reverse. He just is
on it.
Yeah. But as the carbon freeze thing goes downwards and Han starts to disappear through the floor, the way they show him and Leia's locked eye contact, like they do not break eye contact until the fog of the carbon freeze obscures Han. They're absolutely locked. It's just incredible. And like the cutting between those things, and we see a bit of Chewbacca and 3PO, but like they managed to get all of those beats in the visual storytelling, which is just awesome.
It's beautiful.
It is. Closely followed by I'm your father. Like, what? What a scene.
What is happening?
I don't think there has ever been a more epic scene in cinema
than that.
I can't even, like, of Vader fighting Luke out onto that thing, and Luke's like loses his hand.
Yeah.
And is clinging for dear life. You know, there's no way out of this. And then Vader drops that bomb.
Yeah.
That is some serious, epic, cinematic. Oh, it just gets you every time.
And there's no safety rails. Again.
Yeah. No. They don't need them in Star Wars.
No safety rails. That's what I wrote down for that bit.
Yeah.
I wrote down numerous things for that bit. But safety rails... Come on, guys. And I wanted to talk about the lightsaber battle because last week we had the slightly little twirl of Obi-Wan in the lightsaber battle.
Yeah.
I loved it. But yeah, they've upped their lightsaber game.
Yeah.
For sure. I did write down, doesn't look like Vader can move that fast in his armor.
It's true, but he's very like economic with what he does. He doesn't need to. He never has. In all of the other iterations of Vader that we've had in the meantime, he never leaps around.
He doesn't move that much. No. He's got one big leap.
Yeah.
Where he kind of does a little fly down.
Yeah, he jumps down the stairs, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't need to. I think some of it is just his intimidation technique.
Yeah.
It's that kind of I can do this all day vibe, which definitely works. I love as well that on the other side of the lightsaber duel that Luke,
it's a lot of movement.
He does, and he looks as though he's only just learned it.
Yeah,
which is really cool. He's like really precise about what he does.
Yeah,
and when he uses the Force to pick up his lightsaber when he's dropped it, and he uses the Force to grab it back again, and it's all very like ding ding ding. This is how you do these things.
Yeah.
Even when he jumps up, I love that when he jumps out of the
thing,
out of the carbon freeze, and he's clinging onto the thing.
And then he climbs up a cable or a rope.
Yeah.
And then he does this weird little backflip thing. And my note there was, I can do that.
I need to see that next time.
I was like, I could definitely climb a rope like that. And I could probably do that little backwards thing as well. Because it's just the skin of the cat. I do aerial stuff.
Next time you do aerial, I demand a video.
I do that. Okay. That's extra content.
Yeah. Check out our socials for
He climbs up my Jedi tricks. He climbs up the wire, he does his little thing, and Vader goes, impressive.
It's quite impressive.
It's quite impressive.
So technically then Vader would find you impressive. I think that's...
Well, there we go, that's quite cool. He also has a little humble brag. Before he tells him that he's impressive, he goes, this is all too easy.
Meanwhile, R2 pretty much saves everybody else single-handedly.
Yeah.
I mean, Lando, to be fair, despite being a bit of a treacherous, what about?
Yeah.
He obviously instigates the kind of revolt within his soldiers
own team, on
Cloud City.
I loved that bit.
Yeah, me too.
He takes the blasters off the
stormtroopers
and they just stand there like, what?
It is so slick. Is Lando just being like, we want more Lando. There is talk of a Lando film or a Lando series with Donald Glover playing Lando, who played him in Solo.
Nice.
And I am all over that. I want more capes.
Yeah,
I
I'm here
want
for
more
that.
like slick maneuvering. Totally. But really it is R2. Although I noticed that R2, I think we talked about this last week, R2 does plug into the wrong outlet and electrocutes himself.
We did talk about this, but we talked about it off air.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, now we're talking about it on air.
Now we can talk about it on air.
Yeah. So yeah, R2 is instructed by 3PO to get in touch with the Cloud City information network, like the internet, effectively.
Yeah.
And then gets zapped by electricity, and it turns out he plugged into the wrong socket. But he does find out at that point about the Millennium Falcon's hyperdrive.
Yeah, which leads to one of my other favourite lines.
Yeah.
Which was, R2, you know better than to trust a strange computer.
Yeah. It's like, no, he's actually helping you escape here. Let him do it. Because at the same time, as he's talking to the computer, he's opening the door for them to get onto his platform, which they wouldn't have been able to get to if it wasn't him. And then he's in the Falcon, and it's not my fault, which I love the echo of Han earlier in the film. It's not my fault. So Lando having the same "it's not my fault" reaction, because they're both scoundrels.
Yeah.
and then R2, that shot of R2 with his like appendage inside the Millennium Falcon sort of like wiring.
Oh yeah.
And he turns something and like a bright white light comes on and you get the sound effect of the hyperdrive booting up. It's so good. And then you cut to the cockpit and see the stars, streaking into hyperspace. But they're going from the sound design and the lighting inside the thing.
So good.
I really want to talk about the Falcon, because at this point the Falcon is a wreck.
Yeah.
Like all through the first sequence in Echo Base, and like Han and Chewie are trying to fix it. Like the snowtroopers are in the base.
Yeah.
Everybody else is evacuated, and Han and Chewie are still on top of the Falcon. No, this one goes here, that one goes there. Yeah. Like explosions. It's all, and then not being able to go to hyperspace, and it just is.
And they get eaten by the worm. They go through the asteroid field. It's just
when he's trying to fix it, and he's down in the. He's down in like the inner workings of the Falcon, and they hit the first asteroid, and a toolbox falls on his head, and he screams. Around that time, I can't remember exactly where it is. He's calling out to Chewbacca, and he says, "Alluvial dampers."
Yeah,
and I want it noted in this podcast.
Okay,
that in about 1998, maybe 1997, I had many pseudonyms for my music work in London. But one of them,
I know where this
there is
going.
A 12-inch that I've got somewhere of a drum and bass record that says "engineered by the Alluvial Damper."
Excellent.
I don't think it's on my Discogs or anything like that, because it's very niche, but it is out there somewhere. I think I've got a copy of it.
You've got to go and find. That's an Easter egg. People can go and find it.
Yeah, if you can find a record with the Alluvial Damper,
find it.
I think I've Googled it since, and somebody else has used it as well in a music.
Controversial.
Yeah, in a music context, we have another Alluvial Damper. Stealing my idea.
So funny.
There was something else about the Falcon that I loved, that 3PO has to talk to the Falcon.
Yeah.
I think that's when they're in
they communicate with each other.
Yeah, they're in the space slug, I think it is.
Yeah.
And
they're trying because they're missing R2 at that point. R2's gone off with Luke, isn't he? And so they're like, you need to talk to it.
Yeah. I think 3PO is offering to shut down, and Han's like, no, you need to talk to the Falcon.
You need to talk to it, yeah.
To find out what's wrong with the hyperdrive, which he never gets around to doing, because Minox. And have you ever seen my 15-second snippet of Star Wars Empire Strikes Back?
Yes, I have, actually.
It was there was a project in the early days of the internet called Star Wars Uncut.
Yeah.
And it was a fan-made film by somebody in West Coast of the US, I think. And they farmed out the film. Initially, they did A New Hope. I didn't know about it at that point. But they farm out the entire movie in 15-second chunks.
I remember.
And you go onto the website and you can pick which 15 seconds you do. And you can then download it. And then you can remake that 15 seconds in any way you want. And so we took over the Attic Theatre in Newcastle Emlyn one Saturday, and my dad dressed up in what was a kind of pantomime bear costume. Erin did her hair in the braids and put on a white puffer, and we roped lovely Silas. He put a jacket on and got a fake blaster and played Han. And we built the ramp, and we had the fog machine, and they just did that sequence where the ground sure feels strange.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like rock. There's not enough moisture in this to fill a space cruiser or whatever it is. I can't remember the dialogue, but they just did those bits. My dad is so proud of the Chewbacca roar that he did as they came down the ramp. And every time we watch Empire now, he does the roar.
I love that.
It was so fun. In the end of, the final Empire Uncut version that they released, multiple people had done all of the little 15-second chunks.
Yeah.
So they cut, even those 15 seconds were cut into smaller bits.
Even shorter.
So I think we only ended with about 4 seconds in the actual film.
Wow.
Which is a shame, because our bit rocked. I think we went about it in trying to replicate it as accurately as possible.
Exactly. Yeah,
and I think I put the score in the background, and did the sound design of the masks and everything.
Excellent.
And then the other people that did our 15 seconds were just on a beach somewhere, with no costumes or anything.
No context.
It was nothing like the film, which I was a bit...
That's just,
Maybe they were being more creative, but I thought we were very creative.
Yeah. You were going true to life.
Yeah. It was super fun to do, though. It really made you appreciate the cinematography of Star Wars, Yeah, what have you got?
What have I got? So, one of my notes was Vader seems to have, absolutely no... He just kills off his commanders willy-nilly.
Yeah,
and,
he's merciless. It's...
But you're going to run out of people to work for you soon, dude. What is happening?
He's forever drafting new victims.
Yeah. And then they all just he just murders people. And then they all just kind of go, right. And then they just carry on.
The comedy, it's dark comedy, really, when you think about it. Yeah. But it is played for comedy, particularly the one which he does via video script link.
Yeah.
He's zooming with, Admiral Ozzel and Captain Piet.
Yeah,
and
just murders them.
Ozzel's just quietly dying in the back of the Zoom feed.
Yeah.
And then suddenly Piet's an admiral.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Carry on.
Yeah.
So I had that as a note. And then shortly after, between that and arriving at Cloud City, I was timelines. I'm confused.
Yeah,
was the note. So,
this is baffled me.
How long is Luke with Yoda?
Okay, I think I've solved it.
Okay,
having listened to lots of people talk about this on different podcasts, and it is an issue that people, because people hold The Empire Strikes Back up as the best Star Wars film in inverted commas. It is commonly among the fandom a favorite. Okay. Which I can see why. Some of the stuff we've been talking about, the dialogue and the story is great. The bombshell at the end, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I think the storytelling around that middle section is a bit iffy.
Yeah.
But what I have figured out is that when they escape from the space slug and they have another little run-in with the Star Destroyer and then they cling on.
Yeah.
This is all not long after they've left Hoth.
Yeah.
But at that point, when they detach, or they figure out what's their best move, and there's that lush scene where apparently Carrie Fisher had a terrible hangover, because I think there was an award ceremony or something the night before, and they were shooting the scene where she's like, "Where are we? Oh, the Inuit system. There's not much there." That bit, and Han talks about Lando. He's saying, "Besmin's not far. I think we can make it."
Yeah,
they don't have hyperdrive at this point,
right?
To travel interstellar without hyperdrive, even if it's not far, it could be weeks. That they're just sublight speeding from the Inuit sector or the Inuit system to Bespin. I don't know how far it is in light years, but it's going to be light years, and if you can't do it at the speed of light, it's going to take you a lot longer. And Boba Fett follows them, but he will have figured out, because that's how Vader and that get there first. I think that some time, probably weeks, passes while they're traveling to Bespin. And I want a TV series of how Han and Leia and 3PO and Chewbacca coped for weeks
with each other,
with only a degenerate game and not a lot of escape from each other as they limped to Bespin. So I think that was going on while Luke was getting maybe a couple of weeks of training. That's
Okay.
I mean, it could be any amount of time.
That's what you think. Okay.
I don't like to think of Han and Leia on that ship for much longer than a couple of weeks. So
they would have murdered each other.
They would have done. Yeah. And they'd be very smelly by the time they got to.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why they changed pretty quickly when they get to
quite quick. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's how the timelines work, because it has always bothered me as well that Luke, it feels like only moments from Han and Leia blasting out of Echo Base to suddenly they're on Bespin. It feels like it's real time.
Yeah.
But it's clearly not, because they've got no hyperdrive.
Yeah.
I feel like a single line would have solved that. When he says it's pretty far, but I think we could make it. Even at light speed, it might take us a few weeks. Just that.
Yeah. Just a tiny bit of context.
That's my headcanon of how that all works. Anyway,
that's okay. That makes sense. I'll go with that. I'll go with that, because otherwise, then Luke would have been.
He had half a day
on Dagobah for for an afternoon.
Do you think I'm a Jedi yet? Am I ready to face Vader yet?
And that's no. Just
even if he'd only had even if he'd had a few weeks, there's no way he's ready to do what he did, which is why he is a bit rubbish when he's fighting Vader. I mean, he does okay.
Yeah. And then my next note was question: what the actual hell is up with the weird torture chair?
Oh my god, yeah. I actually really thought about the torture. In fact, I made a note about the torture. I mean, I think Chewbacca's torture is playing on a dog whistle, because the idea is that Chewie's Han's pet dog. That was the original idea. I mean, he obviously isn't a dog, because he clearly has sentience, but the original plot was for Chewie to be a dog.
Okay.
And so the high-pitched siren is like the sonic torture, which is quite nasty. But the thing that Han is in, I think it's heat and shock, like electric shocks as well. He seems to be getting jolted.
Okay. He seems to be a bit shocked, but it just looks grim.
It's
when
horrible,
they first try and put him towards it, and I just saw it and went, "Oh, that's nasty."
Yeah.
And in a similar way to in A New Hope, they had that whole the droid that kind of comes towards Leia with the syringe on it. I was like, this is horrible.
I'll tell you what, if you're interested in the torture droid, there's a trilogy of books that have come out over the last decade or so called The Alphabet Squadron, which is set after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
They're really good. They're very serious, and they're about pilots. And one of the pilots is I don't think this is too much of a spoiler. She's like a defecting Imperial.
Okay.
And she has, because this is after Return of the Jedi, so the Empire is in retreat.
Yeah.
And the New Republic is forming. And the New Republic have kind of repurposed torture droids to be therapy droids. So she's got this one of those droids as her therapy. And the book, you have little therapy sessions with her in the book. And in the audiobook, which is how I consume books these days, I think it's Jonathan Davis reading it, and he does the voice of the droid really well, and it's got droid effect on it in the sound design and stuff. And it is quite disturbing, because you're constantly feeling like this is the worst kind of repurposing of a piece of machinery I can imagine.
Yeah. Torture to therapy. Fine line.
Pretty wild. But and I guess Star Wars is kind of my first introduction to torture. I don't think I knew what torture was, because I've come from a very privileged background, living in Great Britain in the 70s or whatever. Why would I know about torture? But I learned about it through Star Wars.
Yeah, I think I did as well.
Yeah. There's I mentioned last week the radio drama of A New Hope. There's almost an entire episode which is Vader torturing Leia.
Oh my gosh,
using mind drugs. It's horrific. It's 20 minutes of her being drugged and losing her coherence, and he's pushing her and pushing her and pushing her for the information, and she's not getting. She's crying. It's really terrifying.
That's horrific.
Yeah, don't listen to the audio drama, folks.
Right. Okay.
Or if you do, skip the episode.
Skip that bit.
Skip that episode.
I wouldn't be able to cope with that.
What I think is, again, brilliant writing is Han's line, they never even asked me any questions.
Yeah.
It's really good at giving us a real sense of what the Empire is. Like, in case we didn't get it from A New Hope, because we don't spend a lot of time with the Empire. I mean, yes, they blow up the entire planet, but that's quite an abstract thing for you to wrap your head around. It's terrible, but like you just can't imagine it. Whereas the stuff that we see in Empire, is pretty terrifying. That the scene where Lando takes them to the dining room and the doors open and Vader is in there black in the midst of a completely white room, and Boba Fett comes in behind him and stands at that. I think that's pretty much where Boba Fett got his reputation among the fans for being a badass. Just the way he walks in with his sawn off blaster or whatever it is that he carries and stands behind Vader is terrifying. It's pretty dark. I mean, it's a dark movie.
It is dark.
I'm sure this is why they threw all that kind of comedy in there. But
because it's so dark.
We need a bit of relief. It's only been a few months, and I'm 52 years old. Since I've known that why Lobot is called Lobot. So Lobot is Lando's aide, the bald guy.
Oh yeah,
with the wraparound cybernetic thing.
Yeah.
It's from lobotomy.
Lobotomy,
Lobot. I think because it's a bit like robot.
Yeah.
As a kid, I probably likened that word to robot rather than
more than
lobotomy.
More than lobotomy. As maybe you would.
As a 7-year-old kid. I think that's quite a clever name actually, because it's both, clever. Isn't it? It's robot and lobot.
Lobot. Nice. Yeah.
We need more cyborgs.
More cyborgs
in Star Wars. There are in the Book of Boba Fett. We see Fennec Shand's character. Sorry, I don't want to spoil this because you're going to watch it.
No spoilers.
There's some stuff with some bionic implants. Basically, excellent. There's a whole scene of it going on Tatooine. That isn't a spoiler.
Okay.
Of cybernetic implants. The kids are all getting cybernetic implants on their bodies instead of tattoo. It's like a tattoo parlor.
Nice.
That's our first kind of glimpse of cybernetic Star Wars, which is kind of cool.
Excellent.
We don't really know what he does. We see him. No. He kind of wakes up at one point, doesn't he? Like Lando kind of activates him.
Yeah.
I think he's in a comic. There's a comic set after Return of the Jedi where Lando goes back to Cloud City.
Okay.
I think he finds Lobot
meet
there.
Him again.
Yeah, it could also be in another brilliant trilogy of books set after Return of the Jedi. In fact, my favorite Star Wars books of all time is the Aftermath trilogy, which I'm sure I'm going to refer to repeatedly in this podcast.
More than once.
And if you get a chance to listen to them or read them, it's a trilogy. So it's 3 fairly chunky novels.
Okay.
They pick up very soon after Return of the Jedi. And it's a great story. It's like a separate story of a bit like Rebels, like a gang of misfits. There's a pilot and her son and a bounty hunter and a droid and I can't remember who the other character is. Anyway, an Imperial defector who's a bit of a drinker.
Okay.
And also gay.
As you would be.
He's awesome. He's possibly my favorite Star Wars character of all time.
Okay.
Anyway, there's in that series of novels about those characters, and it's a brilliant trilogy of stories. Han and Chewie are in it for a bit. There are interludes in all 3 books, little interlude chapters that just are a little vignette of what's going on in the galaxy. So there's a few that they link to each other as well. So there's a few following a reporter who works for the HoloNet, and she's going to different places and with her cameraman. So we're seeing her view of what's going on, in the aftermath. And then we see a non-binary alien pirate.
Nice.
And their ship and their crew and they do some stuff which is really cool in the Outer Rim. There's various ones, and I think in that book or one of those books, there's one about Lando back on Cloud City trying to find something. I can't remember. there's loads of little stories. And again, those stories are like feeding into the TV shows and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which are really cool.
Cool.
Go read the Aftermath trilogy, people. If you've not read it, go read the Aftermath trilogy. It's so good.
I had one question about droids feeling pain.
Yeah.
This kind of leads on from, because there's a few moments where 3PO bashes his head and goes, ouch. And you're like, hang on a minute. You're a droid.
I think the artificial intelligence, we can talk more about this next week with the droid torturing in Jabba's palace.
Oh God, there's more torture.
Yeah. But it is only droids. It's only droids. There's some interesting stuff. There's another interesting moment with 3PO, which again is repeated in Return of the Jedi, where somebody puts their hand over his mouth. In this episode,
and he stops talking.
Han. Yeah, he shuts up when Han and Leia does it to him in Return of the Jedi as well. And I think it's to do with their like anthropomorphic programming, particularly protocol droids, that they are supposed to, emulate humans. I was listening to the Resistance broadcast the other day, which is another podcast which I like, and they were talking about the idea of, are we ever going to see like realistic looking androids in Star Wars, the equivalent of Data in Star Trek, who is dressed to look like a human? Because 3PO, he is, he's a protocol droid. He's made in the form of a humanoid so that he's maybe more accessible to species of alien and humans that are all that sort of shape.
Yeah.
But he's, metal still.
He's metal,
We're not trying to emulate skin.
He looks like a droid,
But he does evidently have programming, behavioral programming, to make him feel more like a person.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I interpret those things.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was just like, hang on a minute, you're a droid. What's going on? Why are you?
Yeah, his response to being blown up.
Yeah.
and I love the fact that when Chewbacca reinitializes him, he picks up his dialogue from where he last
would have left off. Yeah.
So like there's a blip in his memory because he was like,
because he was blasted,
unconscious. Whether he just switched off, because I mean, he obviously doesn't have to have all his limbs attached to be conscious, because he can talk with just his head on the body. It's all very interesting.
And that's the other bit of the whole carbon freezing scene. We've got kind of this really intense moment going on, and then you've also got 3PO on Chewbacca's back going, turn around, I can't see.
And just like scientifically, they've encased him in carbonite. It's just interested.
I
love it.
He's so good. He's fast becoming my favorite character.
3PO, he is great. He is. I mean, I think you'll maybe go off him again when we watch the prequels, but
I will. But that's not the point. For these ones, I like him.
I think we need to just track like humanizing or behavioral programming in droids and see if we can spot it in other droids. I'd like to see if it's in Astromechs at any point, like R2. I was watching an episode of The Bad Batch yesterday, and there was a scene where a protocol droid led 3 astromech droids out to help the Bad Batch. And the way they're behaving is very sentient-like. I need to watch it again to like figure out what it is about. Is it the way they're moving or the sounds?
R2's very human.
He became more human in this film. Like
in the way he
when
speaks.
He's drowning and he gets eaten by the like the noises he makes when he falls off the X-wing and Luke's telling him off. And he's just like he's like really sorry for himself. And then he gets spat out and he kind of vomits. When Luke's cleaning him up, like a little Luke finishes cleaning him and he's jabbering on about like he doesn't know where he is. And then R2 just throws up.
That was another note I had, was Luke seems to be able to understand R2 in a way that other humans can't.
Okay, this is another thing across the Star Wars universe. I noticed when he's in the X-wing, he is reading, like the text is coming up, subtitles is coming up on the screen. But I think he can kind of understand binary.
Understand him,
when we get into Rebels, which we will somehow, we're going to have to break Rebels down at some point. The droid in Rebels is called Chopper, who I mentioned last week. He's my fan. He's such a good character. He's probably going to get a token mention in every episode. He has a different way of speaking. It's still in quotes binary.
Yeah.
But he's voiced by Dave Filoni, and it's a lot closer to actual voice. Like you can almost hear the words.
Right. Okay.
It's got a kind of ring modulatory merged with a synth vocodery. I don't know what effect they do. Similar to how all of the droids, because all the droids speak, because they've all got human voices merged in with them, I think. Or at least all the main ones. They talk about that in Pod of Rebellion, the Rebels podcast, where Ezra from Rebels clearly understands Chopper.
Right.
And some of the rest of the crew do some of the time.
Yeah.
I think it's like if you spend a lot of time
with the droid,
with a pet. You get to know.
You start to understand them. Yeah. I suppose because in the prequels, Anakin can understand him as well, can't he?
Yeah. And I think the idea is you can learn binary or droid binary.
Yeah.
The same way as you can understand Wookiee or, any alien language. It's just learning when it's a very abstract language like binary or like Wookiee, because Wookiee is quite a different kind of language. You can't like follow obvious grammar, or vocalizations that are similar to ones we know already. But yeah, there's definitely a way of learning about astromechs.
Okay.
And the way they speak. And although in the film world of Star Wars and the TV world of Star Wars, all astromechs have their own slant on binary.
Right.
Like Chopper doesn't sound like R2. R5D4, who we saw in A New Hope, he warbles in a different way. BB-8 has got a completely different style of voice thing. But it's all binary. It's all just like versions of speaking droid speak.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. We definitely should watch that as we go on as well.
Watch out for that as well.
Track things. We need to make a note of what we need to track.
That's a good point.
So far, it's all to do with droids. It's all droid stuff so far.
And lightsaber battles.
And lightsaber battles. Yeah. Okay. Make a note. Mental note.
I'm tracking lightsaber battles.
Did you have any favorite musical moments or sound moments?
Yes, I did. I wrote this down.
Oh, cool.
There is an incredible piece of sound design that I don't know if you will. There's an incredible piece of sound design, and it's not the piece of sound design that you'd expect. We get a shot of Vader from the back.
Yeah.
Before his helmet goes on.
Oh,
and there is an incredible thunk as his helmet goes on. And I was like, I haven't heard that before. And I don't think it comes back, but it's a very specific thunk sound.
Is it not the same sound that was in Revenge of the Sith when we get...
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Right. Because I wondered if it was something that they had added in, because there's so many added things in the movie.
I don't think it is the same sound, because I watched that one recently and I didn't notice that.
That's got like a hiss and then a vacuum. Hiss.
Yeah, but it's a thunk.
Wow. Oh, I mean, I love that bit. I mean, I vividly remember that as a kid. Like in my head, I think my brain sort of half blocked it so that obviously I saw it at the cinema, but then couldn't watch it for a few years after.
Yeah.
And in my memory, it was more like a sponge cake kind of texture, or those pink and yellow. Is it?
Battenberg.
Battenberg, like a kind of mashed up Battenberg was the back of Vader's head, because I think that was just my 7-year-old brain protecting myself from like horrific scarring, which it clearly is. Yeah, that was a real moment. And I love the actor who, I think is it General Veers at that point? I can't remember which of the Imperials it is that comes in and has to like look around, like not. He doesn't want to see it. He's like trying to give Vader his privacy.
Yeah.
That's a great bit of sound. Yeah, definitely.
It's a really clear thunk.
Love it. Equally like obtuse sound.
Excellent.
The way it's about ambience more than sound design.
Okay.
In the recovery room after Luke's come out of the Bacta, in the scene where they have all the banter and the kiss.
Yeah.
The sound in there is so clean, and there's a little echo, like it's kind of a very reflective room, and it's like reassuringly indoors.
Yeah.
Like, because Luke has been outside in the snow, and him and Han were out in the snow, and you've got that dead, muffled
wind and
and no echoey voice, very clean voice because it's in the snow and very muffly. But then we're indoors now, and the echo tells you you're in a room.
Yeah.
And I think Luke hearing that on his awakening is like, oh, okay, God,
Oh,
thank
I'm
God,
inside.
we're back at the base. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how intentional that is, but I like to feel that was
But it's
intentional.
nice. Yeah.
Music-wise, I've already mentioned the Yoda lifting the X-Wing.
The Yoda lifting the X-Wing bit, yeah.
But I also noticed at the very beginning,
yeah,
Luke is speaking to Han in the very first scene,
yeah,
Echo 3 to Echo 7, and we hear the theme, which I thought was the love theme between Han and Leia,
yeah,
which is played at various points during their visit at Bespin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we hear that theme when Luke calls Han on his wrist comm link at the beginning.
Oh,
I might need to watch that scene again to be sure.
Yeah, just to check.
There is a theme there, regardless of whether it's that one. There's a theme there that feels like, oh, it's very subtle.
Yeah.
I only noticed it for the first time.
Okay.
2 nights ago when I watched it. And it just made me go, wait, what?
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means. It made me reevaluate that theme of, is it the three of them? Like, is it Han, Luke, and Leia? Because Han, Luke, and Leia are the heart of the trilogy.
Yeah. So maybe it's to do with the three of them rather than the two of them.
Just Han and Leia, yeah. But then it is mentioned as Han and Leia
as
theme.
The love theme, yeah.
Something we need to research, and I'm sure it comes back in Jedi, so we can.
It does come back. Yeah, it definitely comes back. For music, we've got this scene in the cave when Luke goes into the cave on Dagobah. The music just gets like wild.
I wrote Stravinsky ! I mean, John Williams has often mentioned he's inspired by Stravinsky, and it is so like it's like part of the Firebird suite. As he's climbing down, and there's like the snakes and the lizards and stuff.
Yeah. And then he has his kind of dream battle in there with Vader, and he cuts off Vader's head, and then it's his own head, and and we've got a little timpani roll that happens at that point, and it's very dramatic.
It is. But the lead up to that, from him first noticing the dark side,
noticing the cave,
and I bet, like, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I bet the clue for us as an audience that there's dark side will be music.
Yeah,
like, because nobody says anything. There's just like this kind of like Luke looks around and he's like,
wait a second.
Yeah, he's very abstract. Like, John Williams is using really interesting instruments, and I think like alternative ways of playing those instruments. I've got a feeling there might be vibraphone or something like that. It's kind of like non-typical stuff orchestra going on, which is very, very Stravinsky. I really love that, and people often forget that side of Williams, that he writes a banging tune, there's no doubt about that, but he also is great at making those quirky inside the Space Slug as well. Like, there's some weird music,
there's some weird stuff going on.
I love that.
Of course, there's weird stuff going on inside a Space Slug.
We can't not mention the Imperial March, because again, it wasn't long ago that I realised we don't hear the Imperial March in A New Hope. He hadn't written it.
It's not there. No.
All you get is
first hear it in The Empire Strikes Back, didn't we?
There's like da, 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 which is like a Death Star like thing, and then there is a kind of a march type thing that we get. I can't think how it goes off the top of my head. Like when Vader first appears in the Tantive 4 through the exploded door, there is a theme there, but it's not.
But it's not the Imperial March.
The Imperial March.
Can I tell you a story about the Imperial March?
Please do.
So years and years ago, when I first moved to Bristol, I used to teach forest schools, and to start with, I was like assisting them, and then I started leading them, and I was so paranoid about like, I need to make sure all the kids stay with me, or we need to make sure this happens. So I was like really strict with them. I'd count them, sign them all in the hall, and then they had to walk in single file behind me and between me and my assistant.
Yeah. And
one day they just started singing the Imperial March from behind me as we walked across the playground.
Oh my gosh.
burst out laughing because it was the funniest thing ever. And I was like, fine, if that keeps you in single file, fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. And every week it became a thing. They loved it. So they would line up and sing the Imperial March as we walked across to the forest school.
That's so cool.
It was spontaneous. The kids started it and they just...
Yeah.
And it was something to do with the way I was marching them across that they decided that was suitable.
Yeah.
And they did it for a year and a half of me leading that group.
That's amazing. I mean, it's so part of the zeitgeist, musically. Like, it immediately tells you everything you need to know about the Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. A New Hope has got...
Yeah.
But we don't have...
Yeah.
So good. So good. So how does Empire Strikes Back rank?
I've got one more question for you.
Oh, you got one more question?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Did you find the Wilhelm scream?
I did not. I forgot to listen out for it. Okay, you win. You win the podcast.
Yes.
Tell me, where is it?
Where's the Wilhelm scream? Okay. When they realise that Han is about to be frozen in carbonite, Chewie throws 3 stormtroopers off. The third stormtrooper does the Wilhelm scream. It's very subtle because Chewie is making noise over the top of it.
Yeah.
Because he's having a bit of a moment, but it's there.
I need to go and watch that scene immediately.
I was like, I swear it's here. I know it's here somewhere. I know it's here. I watched that scene 3 times and I was like, found it. It's definitely
amazing. There. Well done. That is so cool.
And it was locked in my brain that it was in that scene somewhere. And I'm like, I just had to. Third time.
Actually, that has reminded me of another bit of sound design I like. Sorry to sneak an extra one in.
Do it.
Is the Ugnaught voices. Their little kind of like squeals.
Yeah.
It's interesting. In Mandalorian, there is an Ugnaught character in season 1.
Yeah.
But he speaks basic. He can talk to Mando.
Yeah.
And he does have an interesting turn of phrase. And he says, I have spoken. Is his kind of catchphrase.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting hearing Ugnaughts speaking their own language. And they are like pig-like.
Oh, yeah,
They're kind of pig-like.
Yeah.
They've got like pig teeth.
Yeah.
And snouts and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Nice.
I'll cut that bit out. So having discussed it and having rewatched it, how does Empire rank with you
overall?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Of everything you've seen of Star Wars so far.
I
guess I'm kind of interested in this because so many people say it's their favourite.
Yeah, and I alluded last time that this might be my favourite, and then I went away and thought about it, and then I went, when did I start saying this was my favourite? And I think I started saying it, I was heavily influenced to start saying it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but is it? Because there was a lot of people around me who were older and cooler and saying that it was the favorite. So then I was like, ooh, Return of the Jedi might be my favorite.
Yeah. I think I totally agree with you. Like, I feel like for a while I kept questioning myself.
Yeah.
From, I don't know when it would have been. Like, it feels like it was before I listened to podcasts, but definitely in the listening to Star Wars podcast world, I've heard so many people say it's their favorite.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it ever has been my true favorite. For a long time, Return of the Jedi was mine, definitely.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know what I would say now. It changes from time to time. I mean, I actually love Phantom Menace. I hate to say it. And for a while, Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith has a special place in my heart from when I first saw it, which I'll tell you about when we
get there.
Do that one.
Nice.
But it definitely had a place in my heart as like the combiner of stories. It pulls the web of storylines together. But Return of the Jedi is just an incredibly well-structured film.
Yeah.
And is got so much fun, but also so much like epicness and drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like Empire on steroids.
Yeah.
For me.
That's a
like they took what they did in Empire Strikes Back and just like turned it all up to 11.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to rewatch Return of the Jedi and get back to you on that.
Well, that beautifully rounds off the episode.
Yes.
Because next week we'll be back with some thoughts.
Some thoughts about Return of the Jedi.
We'll be telling you if droids have got any more like human-like.
Oh, yeah.
We might be looking out for any lightsaber action.
Excellent. And there's definitely some bisexual awakening stuff in the next one, so that's going to be fun.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. I mean, not too much of a surprise, to be fair. Because, I mean, Mon Mothma, you know, she's got it going on.
She's got it going. Oh, yeah, there's a few more women in the next one. What?
Well, there's technically, if we go back to the theatrical release, there's two more. One of them is Mon Mothma, and one of them is Cy Snootles.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, and another one, Eve 99, the torture droid. Well, no, she's not the torture droid. She's the kind of droid manager.
Droid manager. Okay.
But we're going to talk about that next week.
We'll talk about that next time.
Thoughts about that too.
Okay.
We'll be back next week. Look out for us in your feed. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to give us some feedback, give us a rating and all that stuff. Please do. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.